What's up, guys? This is Caden. It's February 1st, 2017. I'm sorry I'm at work right now. This lighting is like completely horrible. But I wanted to make a updated Q&A because I've been asked to do this for way too long now, and I apologize for not making a video sooner. This is pretty much like the top 5 questions I get asked over and over again on my Instagram, because that's pretty much what I'm on most nowadays, as you guys know. But yeah, let's just get started. Number 1 top question I get asked is who did my top surgery and where I went for that. And Dr. Ereso in Mountain View, California did my surgery for me. And somebody asked like how I went about finding my top surgery surgeon, and I did a lot of research for a long time, and cost was basically my main concern. I really wanted somebody that could do peri or keyhole really well, and that would do it for about $5,000. And when I went to, I actually called him because they are a plastic surgery center. They don't specifically just work with trans patients, so I called them and I just stated, that I was trans and I'm looking for the surgery, and they called me back right away, and they were just very respectful, and they wanted to work with me, and my surgeon really wanted to do the surgery for me. And overall, I was just very impressed by, the facility, the surgeons, the nurses, just everything, and that was my kind of initial go. And of course, he was very kind of considerate of the fact that he knew I was paying for everything out of pocket, and I didn't have insurance and all that. So, I did walk out paying about $5,000, which was basically my limit. So overall, I was very happy with my results and just how everything went regarding my top surgery. So do research when you want top surgery and you really know that that's what you're going for. Find a surgeon that you're comfortable with, that their procedures on other folks have kind of just made you want to go to them. You have to be confident in your surgeon and what you want. So just do the research and figure out what kind of procedure you want, if you want to travel, if you want to stay local, and yeah, that's what I did, and it worked out pretty well. Also, saving for top surgery is another big question I get. That's number 2 actually, or number 3. But yeah, how did I save for top surgery and how long did it take me and all that stuff? So I was very fortunate, and I had a lot of help through funding, through my followers, and through a clothing company that really helped me basically get all the funds I needed together in the 8 months that I had. I scheduled my top surgery for basically, I think it was around 8 to 10 months before I had surgery. So I had about that much time to save, the $5,000 that I needed. And because I was working with a clothing company at the time, they really helped me to get those funds going. And it was a really big kind of stress reliever to me to know that there are people backing me up, and will support me. So getting funding, how do you go about getting funding? It's tricky for sure, just because I just kind of got lucky. I filled out an application and the clothing company chose me to be their partner. A lot of the partnerships nowadays do work like that. And when I got top surgery, there was only 2 or 3 clothing companies that were doing this. I think 2 actually that I knew of, and that were making a difference and helping trans individuals. So nowadays I can pretty much at least name 10 off the top of my head. There's a lot more brands working with trans people and helping them get gender confirming surgeries or getting on testosterone or any other surgery. So partnering with somebody is a really great way to, of course, get help and get funding. It's not always the most maybe easiest way, just because you have to also work for it. You have to find the companies, you have to talk to them, you have to explain to them why they should choose you to support and all that crap. It's not an easy process. Having top surgery and getting top surgery is an easy process, but you guys already know that. Just be patient, set goals for yourself. Monthly I would set aside goals for my top surgery, how much I needed to make in this week and that week, and I got 2 extra jobs on the side when I was having top surgery, so I would make sure I'd really be able to fucking have surgery. And yeah, so set goals and just be patient, and you'll get there. It's a process, Question number 3, lower surgery plans and hysto plans. So my dysphoria, let's talk about dysphoria a little bit. My dysphoria has changed so much since starting T, so much in the last year that it kind of throws me off sometimes. It's really weird. When I first went on T, bottom surgery was, I wanted to have bottom surgery before I wanted to go on T. If that kind of puts how badly I wanted to have bottom surgery in your mind, I pretty much felt like testosterone wasn't going to help me, that even top surgery wasn't going to help me, that only having bottom surgery was going to help my dysphoria. And now that I am almost 3 years on T, I just don't think like that anymore. I still have bottom dysphoria, but I do not want lower surgery right now, if that makes sense. First of all, I don't have insurance, I can't afford it. Second of all, I just don't have the time for recovery. It's a really, really invasive surgery. It's intense, it's a pretty big deal. So I'm always doing research about it. I'm always reading. It's always in the back of my head. I do want meta in the future. That's something that I've come to terms with a long fucking time ago. But, I just can't have it right now. And that's okay. As of a hysterectomy, they give me so much anxiety that I can't even think about it. Even thinking about it right now and talking about it is making my stomach like this. But I don't know why. I used to have no anxiety about having a hysto, and I really wanted one. I actually really wanted to just get it out of the way when I started T. But now I have a lot of anxiety and just fear around having a hysto, and I know it's just completely mental, and I've kind of put these fixed ideas in my head, and I've been just kind of sitting on them and I don't know what I'm not doing, I feel like I'm kind of holding on to the fear of, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I was like, I don't know. I just have a lot of fear about having a hysterectomy, and that's just what it is for now. So until I feel a little bit better about it, and I think a little more clear-headed about having a hysto, I will have one. I'm not really rushing into one. I've heard some people say that if you're on T for over 5 years, that you can have complications and stuff, health problems, if you haven't had a hysterectomy. And from what I've been reading recently, that's not the case. So yeah, I'm not really rushing into having a hysto right now. What else? What's my sexuality? I get this all the time, and I avoid this question like a fucking plague because I don't like being labeled. Like, I've been identifying as queer for a long time, and I really like that term, and I just like everything about it. But I don't know, I'm pretty gay if, I don't know. See, this is why I don't like labels. I like what I like, but I like men. Yeah, I just like guys. That's pretty much it. Like, I think women are very beautiful, and yeah, my attraction to men has kind of really bloomed in the last year or so, and I think it's just because I'm a lot more comfortable with myself, and I'm just a lot more happy, so I'm able to explore new parts of myself and just figure out what I like and just grow from there. So yeah, I've been dating guys since last year, so like almost a year now, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm finally to a point where my like identity is in like what I like and who I am is just finally not in the front of my head anymore like it always used to be, if that makes sense. Like, I basically spent like a year and a half of my life 110% of the day thinking about my transition and top surgery and bottom surgery and what I identify as and who I like and all that shit, and it really drove me fucking crazy. I just felt like I couldn't breathe after a while, and that's a reason why I left YouTube and social media really about a year and a half ago, and it was basically because of that. I just felt like I couldn't live my life as just Caden. And that has nothing to do, like, I'm super comfortable in my skin as a trans person that is also gay, so like it's not, I'm not ashamed or anything. I just like needed to breathe and needed to just live my life and not really, I didn't really want to think about that all the time. I just wanted to think about fucking what I'm gonna go get for lunch, or you know not transition shit for once. But yeah, thanks for sitting through this video. You guys are awesome. If you have any other transition related questions, let me know. I know I said I'm not making too many videos about my transition, and I'm really not. This is just because, people have been asking me to make this, so I just thought you guys deserve this video because you've been waiting really patiently, and yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.